Everybody wants to be somebody, but nobody wants to grow. Everything is hard before it is easy. We always have time enough, if we will but use it aright. Let everyone sweep in front of his own door, and the whole world will be clean. He who cannot draw on 3,000 years is living from hand to mouth. None are more hopelessly enslaved than those who falsely believe they are free. A man should hear a little music, read a little poetry, and see a fine picture every day of his life in order that worldly cares may not obliterate the sense of the beautiful which God has implanted in the human soul. Beauty is everywhere a welcome guest. Wisdom is found only in truth. Tolerance comes with age. I see no fault committed that I myself could not have committed at some time or other. Dream no small dreams, for they have no power to move the hearts of men. The man who occupies the first place seldom plays the principal part. Man is not born to solve the problem of the universe, but to find out what he has to do, and to restrain himself within the limits of his comprehension. Kindness is the golden chain by which society is bound together. A person hears only what they understand. Beauty is a manifestation of secret natural laws, which otherwise would have been hidden from us forever. I am fully convinced that the soul is indestructible, and that its activity will continue through eternity. It is like the sun, which, to our eyes, seems to set in night, but it has in reality only dawned to diffuse its light elsewhere. When ideas fail, words come in very handy. None are more hopelessly enslaved than those who falsely believe they are free. Altogether, national hatred is something peculiar. You will always find it strongest and most violent where there is the lowest degree of culture. A really great talent finds its happiness in execution. I am not omniscient, but I know a lot. The decline of literature indicates the decline of a nation. The coward only threatens when he is safe. Classicism is health, romanticism is sickness. It is not doing the thing we like to do, but liking the thing we have to do, that makes life blessed. In the colorful reflection we have what is life. I love those who yearn for the impossible. If you would create something, you must be something. What is important in life is life, and not the result of life. There is a courtesy of the heart. It is allied to love. From it springs the purest courtesy in the outward behavior. Love does not dominate, it cultivates. To be loved for what one is the greatest exception. The great majority love in others only what they lend him, their own selves, their version of him. We can't form our children on our own concepts. We must take them and love them as God gives them to us. We cannot fashion our children after our desires. We must have them and love them as God has given them to us. First and last, what is demanded of genius is love of truth. A useless life is an early death. Death is a commingling of eternity with time. In the death of a good man, eternity is seen looking through time. An unused life is an early death. We always have time enough, if we will but use it aright. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. One must ask children and birds how cherries and strawberries taste. Nature goes on her way, and all that to us seems an exception is really according to order. The destiny of any nation, at any given time, depends on the opinions of its young men under 25. I hate all bungling as I do sin, but particularly bungling in politics, which leads to the misery and ruin of many thousands and millions of people. Truth must be repeated again and again, because error is constantly being preached roundabout. Daring ideas are like chessmen moved forward. They may be beaten, but they may start a winning game. All things are only transitory. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe.